Hello guys, I'm Amy Rivers of Amy Rivers Fitness. Today I want to talk to you about getting set up, proper body alignment before you work out, before you lift your weights. These are things I see that my clients consistently do that can cause long-term problems, potentially lead to injury, and just give them maybe less really good functional strength, less core strength, things that need to be worked on. So let's get started. To begin with, anytime we lift weights, I want you to have your feet hip a little bit wider than hip width apart. Your feet should be wide so your toes are gripping the ground. Your weight is in the outside of your foot and your heels. So too often I see my clients come up to lift weights like this with their posture poor and their feet are turned kind of like an eversion. And so what you want to do is bring those feet out. Again, weight is in the outside of the feet. You want to also come from this. We don't want to lift here. We want to posteriorly rotate the pelvis just a little bit, or sometimes they're here. We want to posteriorly rotate the pelvis. Chest comes up, scaps come back, and we're being firm. So something I like to set up before every time you lift weights is your feet are pushing into the ground, your quads are engaged, your glutes engaged, your core is engaged, chest is up, scaps are back, and now we start. If we're doing biceps and you really want to go for isolation, try to take out that light between your arms so your elbows come into your side and you're curling, maybe like a suitcase to twist to just a normal curl. There are a lot of different variations we can do to hit different parts of the bicep exercise, but that is the foundational exercise, or that's the foundational stance we want to do for all of our body work is here, whether we're doing pull-off press, whether we're doing biceps, triceps, whether we're getting ready for a squat or an overhead press. That is the stance that we do every single time. If you happen to walk like this, you're tired, just remember right before you lift, you set up your stance properly. Before you go into a squat, you want to think again. Your feet are wide. You determine how far apart your feet are. You want to be able to sit down between your legs pretty comfortably without getting the butt wink. So you want your butt, and I would video yourself, you kind of want that rear end just to stay the same. So as you're squeezing up, you don't see the butt wink. It can also be a lack of ankle mobility or weakness, so try to get that out of there. A way to perfect your squat form is to find a wall and squat against that. I'll show you that. So if you want to practice good mobility against a wall, you'll start off with your feet maybe 4 inches away from the wall, your belly button's in, chest is high, scaps are back. Hands are like you're holding a bar and you're going to squat down. Butt goes back, chest stays up. You're going to move through this 5, 6 times and take a step closer to the wall. 5 or 6 times. Here, I have to turn my face sideways to avoid coming into contact with the wall. Toes come all the way to the wall, butt goes out, chest stays up. And you just go as low as you feel comfortable. Sometimes I'll stand behind my clients just to push them into the wall in case they lose their balance. But that's what you want to do. I will notice that a lot of my clients, when they have to get closer to the wall, will come like this. So the feet really turn out wide and they're kind of gripping the wall with their body. We don't want that. We really want to push the butt back and get used to having that stance with a weight over our shoulders. That's super beneficial, something to practice, good range of motion exercise for you. And finally, the last thing I think a lot of my clients don't work on, and most of us don't, is foot strength. Think about your foot placement always. You can see one of my videos for foot strengthening exercises, but if you're working calves, think about your foot placement. Think about the balls of your foot and your toes as you're raising up. Be really mindful. This is a foot exercise. This is an ankle exercise. This is a quad exercise. So really be mindful of what your feet are doing in every exercise. Take a few weeks, go regress back to these foundational movements. See how you feel and if it helps in your progression moving up in your weights. Have a wonderful day. If this video has helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share. Leave me comments, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Have a great day. God bless.